you start realizing that maybe this voting process is not where it's at. Maybe whoever they have going up to run, is not, maybe how many people do we have to go through before we realize that humans cannot rule over humans?
Well, unfortunately, since the Romans and prior and before then, people want to rule over people.
Well, then this is the thing. As long as we as people think that another person can have some type of say in how we live or how we should be and really dictate it and really implement it, then at the end of the day, right now, as we speak, we are basically at a purge, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Our society is definitely making a shift, and I like to stay positive about the situation because
we're in a day and age where the cops is not the first people that you call for assistance when you need help.
The change is here. Whether we like it or not, the change is here, and we just haven't fully adapted to it yet. But I want to embrace it because things that's happening around the world are shifting, and people are starting to be more aware and wake up of situations and their surroundings and say, we're not going to take it no more, but we need to go a little bit more harder.
Since September, even more so since September 11th, I get it.
Well, we can take it back since 9/11.
Yeah, since 9/11,
I
mean, to tell you the truth, like the Bible already prophesied all the events that you see happening. It was already foretold. You know,
2 Timothy 3.
Counts are endless. So it's like we as a people are choosing to close our eyes to the truth at the end of the day. It's like we don't want to believe that this is where society is heading, but at the same time, we're going in like this, like, I don't want to go through it, but we're going through it. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, things are going to take place this way regardless. Why? Like I said, it was already prophesied. It was already foretold. We're just waiting. I
would like to ask both of y'all a question. Now, does money influence your attitude towards other people and your surroundings in the world?
Money influence.
What I mean by that is that the way you feel on a day-to-day basis, with or without money, people become different people under certain circumstances which are not necessarily what we choose to do, and we all know this. But given the circumstances, we're gonna spread the message here, and I will hope that we give good advice and spread it to our youth and everybody around who's not informed yet on the topic. But money does play a big role and a big influence in attitude, perception, way of life, the way people perceive things, the way people act. So I have a saying that majority of people pray not to any other thing but money, which is basically paper.
It's not paper, it's actually cotton and linen. But
yeah, it's all of that. And I want you to break it down for us. Let's go, baby.
As much as it shouldn't, that's how much it does. As much as it shouldn't change how we perceive and
it tears us apart.
It does. I'm telling you, I'm talking about even as little as $5. Okay, no, $1. Okay, $1
Let's go
can change. But I'm just saying it's real like that. It's real as $1 because it's real as 50 cents. I'm telling you, it's crazy how money can just really just. It's a drug. It's no different than love.
It's the most highest form of a drug too, and especially when we know the government can print it, and they put us in. It's called inflation, where we pay more for the same things before. Now.
Pay more for less.
This show is a broad show, and it's gonna be many parts and fractions to it because I think this is really important for anybody who wants to tune in or hear what we're talking about and gives a damn about situations. This is a broad show, so this is a wide variety of topics. We're talking about financials, personals, race,
Speaking of
religion.
financial, I hate to interrupt you, Mike Live on the scene, but
yes, ma'am.
It was just like dawned on me. I was like being informed of like different things, and it was like, go to college, you know, get your education, and you know, become something and be somebody, you know. When people on a day-to-day basis can just learn a trade and earn more than the average person who goes to college and who ends up being broke for the rest of their life in debt because they never make enough money to pay off that college tuition or whatever the case may be. Right. So it's like this world is set up for you to lose if you don't know what's going on. You really have to be aware. You really have to know what's going on. And you can't be blinded by money and things. That's the thing that society is #1 down for. And then trying to be better than the next person instead of trying to help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find out what's really lacking. You know, everybody wants to just do their own thing and I want and what we want and my people, you know, but at the end of the day, how is what you're doing going to benefit society as a whole? You know what I'm saying? If you really want to make a change. You got churches out here that on Sunday, they praising the Lord and, you know, they giving out free food, but then they have blood sacrifices in the basement the next day on Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
Remember Creflo Dollar?
Oh, yeah. Creflo more dollars.
$65, $80 million jet. We talked about that.
Yeah, we did. We talked about him.